I'm going to do an insight video today. I've just done some meditation today, and I've just been connected into the energy around, masters and the energy that's around at the moment. Very much sort of connected to like the frequency of illumination today. What does this mean? What does illumination mean? Well, illumined ones were the ascended masters that walked this plane thousands and thousands of years ago. Illumination is the process of bringing spiritual wisdom into physical reality. It's about applying principles of spiritual reality to physical life. Illumination is wisdom, is the understanding to express light and express sort of energy in the physical world. It's about walking as this light being. It's about expressing it. It's about sharing it. It's about connecting to others. Illumination is a beautiful, beautiful vibration and a beautiful frequency. When we start to become connected to illumination, we get connected to source energy and source light, but get connected to the infinite consciousness, the infinite sort of wisdom of our souls, but also of the divine presence and the divine intelligence within our life. Illumination is the process of opening up and understanding and bringing sort of spiritual consciousness within our lives, but also to other people and other beings as well. The more I sort of connect into the process of illumination and the illumined ones as like the ascended masters, I start to realise that this is what we're all here to do and we're all part of. And the ascended masters have ascended for this reason, that they brought spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom and spiritual presence to the planet. And when they moved from this dimension into the sixth dimension, which is the dimensions of source and light energy and light frequencies, they remain connected, not just to this planet, but to many, many realities and many, many dimensions. They're here at the moment to bring us insight, wisdom and understanding of how to shift and change reality and shift and change our consciousness, to start to bring spiritual reality back to the planet. They're also here to align, because this planet for a long time has been very much out of alignment, out of harmony and out of spiritual vibration and frequency. They're here to connect to our energy, our light, and to lift our consciousness so that we have the understanding that once again we can be aligned, and to unify the spirit world, the source energy and the spiritual dimensions back to this planet. And this is what was happening in the time when you talk about Lemuria, you talk about like Atlantis. They were very much aligned. They were aligned with guides, they were aligned with mythical beings, they were aligned with angels, all these kind of beings that have always worked with us, or always been around us. They were very much connected to them, and they know there's no separation. There's no separation from source energy, but there's no separation from these infinite realms of light. And this is what this is each and every one of our purposes. And this is where illumination comes in, because the more we become aware of consciousness, the more we activate and connect into our light frequencies and become more this light energy, this light source energy, the more we start to again bring back this wisdom, bring back to this understanding to this planet and this age, which is very much needed. If you look at the state of the planet and the world at the moment, from environmental to political sort of like landscape, there's a lot of things that are needed, and each and every one of us has the ability to shift and change our own consciousness to bring it more in alignment with our spiritual essence and our spiritual source energy. The source energy around creation and is so important, because it allows you to feel and know that you have a frequency, you have like a creative blueprint in each and every one of us, and our consciousness is very much is connected into that. Our consciousness is what forms and affects physical reality. The higher our consciousness is, the higher our awareness is, the more able we are to create these new frequencies. First of all, within our own energy fields and our own energy frequencies, but then we can start to express them, and then start to express them, that energy, that light, through our own bodies, which are channels for this, and then we express them into the physical reality. And this only helps shift and change the consciousness of the planet, the collective consciousness of the planet, but also our own consciousness. So we start to express our lives in a different frequency, and we start to express and create reality on a different frequency. And this is what the masters and the angels are bringing to us. There's angels are here, and they work with us on all many different levels to bring us back into harmony, back into alignment with our own source energy, but also our own spirit, our own spiritual energy. Angels work with us on many levels. You've got archangels, Michael the protector. You've got Uriel that brings infinite wisdom. You've got Raziel that brings spiritual insight, spiritual understanding. You've got Melchizedek, a universal teacher. You've got many beings that work with us. The ascended masters that work with us, where Almora, the divine intelligence, the divine will, gives you the understanding that your will is a frequency. It's an energetic frequency that can be used, and how you use your consciousness can allow you to dissolve and remove the barriers of the physical plane and the third dimensional reality. Lord Lanto, again, illumination. It's walking in that light, in that energy. At Master Jesus, or Jesus, was about healing, understanding that there was no disconnection, unconditional love, unconditional compassion, teaching, illumined, because he was bringing wisdom and understanding, and it was aligning the two worlds. It was aligning the spirit world with the physical world, and it was awakening and activating many people to the ascension process, which is again going back to oneness, going back to this oneness of light, energy, understanding, bringing back our wisdom. And the soul has an aspect of this, because the soul is what we bring back. It also keeps us connected, but it also allows us to access the Akashic records. It allows us to access our own lifetimes, our own sort of the many lifetimes that we lived, and it's a direct connection, it's a direct link that allows us to awaken and bring back that wisdom, because each and every one of us has come back with this wisdom, and this is where illumination comes in again. The wisdom is what we bring to, and each and every one of us has that jigsaw puzzle, that piece that we bring to this reality, this time. And this is why it's so important to awaken and to be part of the ascension process, because each and every one of us brings wisdom for this age. Each and every one of us holds wisdom for this age in our own frequency and our own light. Saint Germain, bringing this understanding again of transformation and transmutation, the understanding that we're not bound and we're not limited, we're infinite. We're infinite sort of beings of infinite opportunities and infinite energy and infinite consciousness, that we can transform and transmutate. We don't have to be stuck in anything. The illusion of being stuck is a very physical, of the intellectual mind, of the physical mind, which is not the universal mind. The universal mind knows that it's a light being of light energy that can create and shift and change reality. And this is the source creation, and this is what many of us are now starting to feel, this powerful sort of like vibration that's freeing us from this understanding that many of us walk around in the physical world, in the third dimensional reality, and we feel bound by materialism and stuff, when actually the materialism is an illusion again. Because if we go within ourselves, when we connect into the universal law of correspondence, we understand we have a source creation, we have a source vibration, a source frequency that many of us can just access and shift and change things at will. And again, this is the Saint Germain's teaching. The violet flame also brings the ability to dissolve and release, but it also sort of dissolves that negativity and the lower frequencies, as does with lots of the different masters. Serapis Bey, again, you know, he's depicted in Egyptian pyramids. The pyramids are portals, but they're symbolic. They're symbolic of taking us and expressing and increasing awareness and understanding that we once again can be connected to you know, our brothers and sisters of light, the ascended masters, and all beings that are in those infinite realms. We are not limited. We are infinite beings, and this is the message of illumination, that the wisdom is there. Each and every one of us holds keys. The keys unlock the doors of the universal understanding, universal wisdom, but also unlock the doors to our infinite wisdom and understanding that is in each and every one of our souls. And this is why we're here. We're here as a collective. We're not singular. We're not separate. We're an infinite collective of beings, and we're part of an infinite being, which is source energy. We are not separate. We are not singular. We are infinite, and we are collective. We are not alone, and we are not separate. And this is, again, illumination brings this, because when the wisdom and the awareness is there, we have an understanding that each and every one of us has a part to play. That each and every one of us is not alone. We are being guided. We are being directed. And this, again, this is universal inspired action, which is coming through and is giving us that insight and that understanding, that once again we can be part of the whole, and we can be connected to the infinite realms. We can connect to the masters. We connect to the angels. All the infinite sort of like magic of life. There is no separation. There is no the separation is the illusion, and it's part of the lower frequency of the material plane and the physical reality. We are beings of light and energy, and we hold that frequency, and we hold that consciousness that brings our ability to create and unify and become part again, and go back to the law of one, which is being in one vibration, one frequency. That's the insight for today.